Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here, welcome back to the railway. Today I'm going to be doing something that I've not done in quite a few years, and that is a requests video. The simple reason being that I do all of my requests on live stream these days so that I just don't make the videos anymore. However, I've got so many requests this time that I am actually making a video, so well done to everybody that appeared in this. Today's requests are coming from the final episode of Sam's Trains Live Series 9. If you want to check it out, head up there, that's the actual stream itself. If you too would like to have a request shown on one of my videos or one of my streams, I am doing another series of Sam's Trains Live, fingers crossed, in November, so you'll be able to make your requests then. Today though, a huge thank you to everybody who has sent in these requests. I hope you really enjoy them, and let's get started. So here we are then with the first lot of exciting requests. Up first then we have a very familiar sight. Here is Katie, the Andrew Barclay, with some war wheels behind her, and then top and tailing we have the other Andrew Barclay at the back there. This one was from Harry Chapman, so thank you very, very much, Harry. On the middle line we have Redvers B's request, which was to see the D11, look at that beautiful D11, with some coaches, so I've put some nice Pullmans on with her. I think she looks pretty good with Pullmans. And then we have on the inside line LJ Corky, who wanted to see a Great Western Hall class with my Ocean of Ocean wagons, so that is what I've set up. So let's get these running then and see how we get on. Yeah, this Barclay train is piquing my interest a little bit. There we go. It's pretty cool. I've made it symmetrical. I don't know if you can tell, probably. Then the D16. No, D11, sorry. Did I say D16 earlier? No, no doubt I'll have had some comments already about that then. And then we have also, oh, we've had a full house, everything in the wrong direction so far. The Hall class, and that's Adderley Hall if you're interested. So let's have a go with these. So I think personally this D11 is going to take some beating, isn't it? Look at that. In the great central, oh, alright, I didn't mean beating in that way, D11, don't run away, come back. There we go, all better. Yes, unfortunately on my railway, if a backman loco hears the word beating, they tend to freak out a little bit. I'm not sure why that is. You know, in the dark shadows there, we've got the Hall class. I do love those Railroad Hall class locos. And that D11, as I was saying, in the GCR livery, which is so lovely. And here come the Barclays. Look at those. With the Sherman tank in the middle, of course. Close shot of the Hall for you there. And I think it was requested that it would be a Great Western Hall, so that's what I did too. Well, let's see if this D11 can keep its coaches this time. Oh, it can. Good. No beatings today then. Well, just waiting for the Andrew Barclays to come in. Just about see him there. Yeah, the ABs are actually running better than I've ever known them. They used to struggle all the time on points. I know they're helping each other out here, but even if I run them alone, I've not noticed them doing it recently. I gave the Caledonian Blue version service about 2 weeks ago. Besides that, not done anything else to either of them. Look, that's barely a stutter. It's brilliant. They're not even going that quick. Anyway, let's change over then. I'll show you what's coming up next. Stay tuned. So I'll tell you about these first, and then I'll stop them for a closer look and tell you who requested them. The person that requested this said they'd be happy as long as I showed a Class 37. So there we have it, my V-Trains Class 37 with some lovely intercity coaches. There it goes, only 4. I'm a bit light on intercity coaches. Perhaps I ought to get some more, I don't know. Then I was asked to do a preserved train, so we've got Pitchford Hall from the Tyseley Connection train pack, which looks awesome. And then, very noisily, we've got a Battle of Britain tender first, that was specified, with some Pullman coaches. Maybe not specified, I think they just said coaches, but I went for Pullmans, because I like Pullmans. And I believe this is Spitfire, and I'm limited to the ones that have front couplings, which is why I've chosen that one. Bit older, very lovely. There we go. When I bought the second Railroad Hall class, I wasn't sure if it was a good idea, but I now think it was, because they are so, so lovely. And this is, of course, the V-Trains Class 37, who I think are defunct now. I haven't heard anything about them in a lot of years. Shame, because the models were really, really cool, and powerful too. Let's get the bob again. That looks quite good going backwards. and because I'm not on a feedback controller, it does quieten down and slow down a bit up the incline. Not very efficient motors on those old Triang-esque locos, but they're alright. Look at the state of that. And as we know, that 37 could haul 10 times, I'm not exaggerating, as many coaches as that. It's an absolute beast. Right then, it's time to reveal the requestees for this round. So it was Sparky107107. Thank you to you. You wanted to see the 37, so there it is for you. Lovely loco, that one. Thank you very much, Sparky. The preserved excursion train came from Whammy Radio by Christian Mann, so thank you very much, Christian. I hope you approve of my choice of excursion train there. And then, of course, we have Spitfire, the Battle of Britain going tender first. That was requested by No X-Mates, so thank you guys for those. There's a little close-up of each of those there, and the fantastic 37. My lovely Spitfire, which looks much more modern than it is. Can't believe that loco is as old as it is. It is based on the original Triang tooling, I believe. And of course, the beautiful and very inexpensive, but still excellent, Hornby Railroad Hall class with the Tyseley connection coaches. Right, changing over. Here's the next round then, so here we go. On the outside line, I have one from Trainline 5000. Huge thanks to Trainline 5000. Wanted to see two Class 20s double heading, a bit of a rail tour I think, with some blue Pullman coaches and some intercity coaches. So I've done that, so that's, what's that, 4, 5, 7 coaches in total. It's pretty good I think. Then we have Buggles Kelly Station, who wanted me to double head Peckett's. A lot of double headers around at the moment, that's pretty awesome. With Annie and Clarabelle. Apparently, he's also got a sort of Gladstone model that he mentioned in his Super Chat message, so I thought we'd just head over and see if we can see that. Wow, superb work. Absolutely love that. So thank you, Buggles Kelly Station, for that. Finally then, on the inside line, we have Jared SAR, who wanted me to run the Adams radial tank with my choice of coaches. So without further ado, let's see if these monster Class 20s can handle all of these coaches. They're Lima ones, but they are pretty powerful, so pretty sure they should be fine. There they go. Then we have the double heading Peckett's, which need to have the direction set. There we go. And then the Adams radial tank, which also needs to have its direction set. I'm very good at this, aren't I? There we go. Thank you, folks. Let's have a look at these go. Yeah, well, the 20s don't look like they're struggling to me. It looks fine. Slowed down a bit there. Don't know why. It's odd, coming downhill. But no, they seem absolutely alright, don't they? I suppose it is quite a few coaches. Quite good motors in those, actually. And I've chosen the Hornby Adams radial tank because it works, which I suppose is quite a good reason to run it, compared with the Oxford versions, which don't work. There we go, Class 20s powering their way up Gordon's Hill without any bother. And I think next we need to try and find those Peckett's, see what they've done with Annie and Clarabelle. Here they are, taking it slow and steady. Look at that. I love this pair. They just work so well together, don't they? I mean, because they're the same mechanism, they run at exactly the same speed, which is good. But also they're in such different liveries. There's a great bit of contrast going on there when you run them both. So, yeah, great pairing, great pairing. There we are. Hornby Adams radial, such a good model, that one. Pleasure being asked to run that one, definitely. And the Peckett's taking very good care of Annie and Clarabelle for Thomas there. Awesome. Right, let's change over. So no doubt you can hear this one going at quite a pace. We have the Class 40 with some Warwell wagons and some mega boxes. Very cool. We have the BR Green Tornado with some Pullman coaches and an interruption from the Class 40. And then we have the LMS Crab with some Clerestories, although I've only got 2 LMS Clerestories, so I threw that Lima one in as well. So there we go, I'll tell you who asked for those in just a sec. Class 40, it's literally just a railroad TTS loco that, but it sounds so good. There we go, going at quite the speed, yeah, it is a speedy loco that one. I set it to 50% speed and it nearly derailed, it went so fast. So yes, Speedy won that. Tornado's nice and controlled though, that's for sure. The Tornado. I'd set this shot up for the Crab, but Tornado came first, so never mind. I guess we'll see all the engines in this shot. There goes the 40, and there it is. Better late than never. The lovely Backman Crab. I do like that one. Bit of a strange consist though, I suppose. Still, good reliable runner though, and that's what matters. Right, I think they're all going to arrive at the same time, which makes my job a bit difficult. Oh yeah, well, I shouldn't have complained, should I? Right, so, let's have a horn. Almost said whistle. There we are. Turn the engine off. I just love the way the engines sort of rev down when you turn them off. Very cool. Or indeed not. I did press the sound button. Doesn't seem to have registered. Let's try again. There. It's done it there. So who asked for these then? So it was Richie Rich Gold. You wanted to see the Tornado with the Pullman coaches, so thank you very much, Richie Rich. Sharky, you wanted to see the TTS Class 40, so thank you so much, Sharky. Your support is really, really much appreciated. And then it was Jacob Carter who chose the LMS Crab with those clerestory coaches. So thank you guys for those. They were absolutely awesome as always. Let's change over and have some more. Okay, so the next lot is now set up and I'm smelling some trouble on the horizon. I'm sure you can see what I mean by that. First up though, we have one from A2020 Vision who wanted to see the lovely J70 with some wagon, so I've done that. Then on the outside line here we have the LG Corky request, so thank you LJ, not G, Corky. You wanted to see the red Barclay with some red coaches, so I've done that, a little bit of a mixed train there. And then here's the one I'm dreading. Thank you, William Babcock, once again, for your nightmare request. So you want to see 3 pocket rockets, the egg vans, the mega boxers, a crane for the inevitable derailment, apparently, and also Bullman on the back. And what's more, he wants it to run at full speed. Oh dear. Well, I'm looking forward to that one, William. Thank you for your support, I say, with a slightly manic glazed smile there, but we'll see. Right, well, let's clear the area, shall we? Let's get all the precious engines out of here. And I'll ramp the pocket rockets up to full speed. Okay. There we go. Not a good sign already. Come on, fingers crossed this actually works. I've chosen pocket rockets that don't go too fast, so it's got to smack on the bridge, hasn't it? No. Ooh, thank goodness. No, William, got him. I think we're okay. No, we're not okay. Something's happened. It's the egg vans. Seconds after I said that. Let's keep watching then. These points, surely. No, apparently it's fine. Still oh, there we go. And there goes the J70 crashing right into them. Oh dear. And if I don't stop things, same with the Barclay, because it's coming too. And no, I didn't get to the controller in time, so it happened anyway. Well, I guess, William, I guess that's what you wanted, and you got it. So I'll restore the other trains and just give those a bit of screen time, and then we'll move on and never mention this again. Yeah, today's derailment was brought to you courtesy of Dapol, thanks to their incompetently designed egg vans. Yes, never mind. It's entertainment, I guess, isn't it? Sort of. I have a very tenuous grasp on what is entertainment, obviously. The J70 at least looks nice, though, so we've got that. Working well. And the Andrew Barclay too, who, almost was complaining there. Got a bit stage fright there, I reckon. Has one of the coaches come off or something? Seemed to struggle, but just for a second. Oh yeah, we have got a coach off. It's the back coach, you might have seen it. It's not got proper couplings, that one. Alright, so here comes the J13 and the J50 with a goods train. So we've got the biggest wagon train of the day today. There it is. Very nice. And if I just pull back, we also have Toby and the J70, Henrietta and the Ocean Wagons. I'll let you know who sent these in just a second, but there we go. Yeah, the two J70s finally running alongside each other, which is pretty awesome. And here's a pairing I really like. Look at this. So we've got the Janus Shunter and the J94. Again, with some mixed freights. We've got some steel wagons and some oil tankers. So that is a new combination for me, I'm pretty sure. I was not kidding about there being a lot of double headers either. Just so many of them. And all of them ultra cool. I just love seeing these combinations that people come up with. Most of these I would definitely never have thought of myself, so this is awesome. The Janus and the J94, I mean, what? Did this ever happen, I wonder? A lot of the time people do send in requests of, locos and consists that did exist in real life together, so I don't know. I really don't know. I can't imagine so, but it's possible, isn't it? I know the J94s existed in industry for quite a long time. Oh dear, what happened there? Yeah, that's the reason I don't use those steel wagons very often, because they're useless. Sorry, I had to just pull it out the way. Yeah, they do derail a lot. I don't know why that is. I think I need to probably invest in some metal wheels for them, maybe. That's all I can think of. There we go. Front loco, quite an old one. Back one, very modern. So it's quite impressive that they are literally running at the same speed. It's very, very good, that. And of course, not to forget Toby and the J70. And notice how much bigger Toby is than the J70. And they're supposed to be HO scale. Alright, let's bring these to a stop then, and I will tell you who asked for these awesome requests. Alright, let's bring these into a stop then. I think we want these stopping first. And the Janus and the J94. So let's deal with these first ones while we wait for the J70s. So the J13 and the J50 was requested by Coroley, C-O-R-O-L-E-E. Yep, so thank you very much to you, Coroley. Then we have Joe Eason, who wanted the J94 double heading with the Janus on the mixed freight. So thank you very much, Joe, to you. That's very much appreciated. And then Jared SAR asked to see Toby and Henrietta together with the J70. So there is that. All right, so we've got two more requests still to do, and then we are done. So let's get those done. Here we go then with the final lot. First up, one from Shining Time 4. Massive thank you to you, Shining Time 4. You asked for the Q1 with some Warwells, including the tank and a Queen Mary at the back. Then Bruce Robichow, I think, asked for the J36 and the Little Mail Train. This J36 I've never actually shown before, so if you got this far in the video, you got a little early look at this. I have filmed the review, so it's coming pretty soon, but yeah, if you did get this far in the video, let me know down in the comments that you did. Interesting to see how many people actually get this far. Maybe I'm talking to myself at this point. Hello, Sam. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. The Q1. Lovely choice, and the J36, which is an incredibly good loco. In fact, it runs even better on DC, would you believe? Yes, look out for the review, it's a good time. There she goes. Yep, definitely is a Little Mail Train. Sadly, I don't have any LNER mail coaches that would be suitable. Such a beauty, that. I love the J36. And obviously, I love the Q1 as well, always a favourite of mine. And I've got enough of them, flipping heck. Yeah, classic World War II austerity loco. With a tank. So I guess that's the thinking behind that. And here comes the J36 one last time. Well folks, that is it. Thank you so much for all of your requests. As I say, check in on the next series of Sam's Trains Live if you'd like to make one and haven't already. And I will see you very soon with some more videos. Hopefully you'll enjoy those. So take care, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers everybody.